Hey everyone, it's M4J here, and welcome back to Transport Fever 2, and welcome to Ampthill, a place we've not been to for a while. Before we get started, I apologise if at the end of last episode you heard me exasperated, shall we say. Basically, I wear a headset when I record. I've mentioned that before. I don't always wear it for every series, but I do wear it for this one, so I can listen to the game music, so I think it's really cool. And my partner turns into an absolute ninja when I wear this headset. So she came into the room while I was recording. I did not see her. I did not hear her. She then sat in her chair, which made a loud noise. I then jumped and punted the bottom of my desk incredibly hard. And that's what you heard. So apologies if you did hear that, if I forgot to edit out. Or if it was just audible in the first place. Yeah, it's just one of those things, I suppose. Right, we're here at Ampthill. I have a plan. So last time out, we started working on the steel, plastic goods trade. And I think we've got a good little production line going. I really like the thumbnail from last week's episode, by the way. If you've not seen it, do check it out. It's not the most eye-drawing necessarily, but when you look at it, you just think, my word, that looks pretty. At least I think that. So yeah, I'm a big fan. Today then, we're actually going to be continuing along those lines, but not entirely. Over here at Woking, there's nothing special exactly, but it's a good place to turn around trains, which is what I want to use it for here. Because basically I want to start a fish line that starts here at Woking, runs up to Ampthill where it actually loads with fish, and then, because we've got two fisheries here actually, I've just noticed, then it will continue north through Tring without stopping, up to Ilchester, where it will pick up, I think, some more fish. Maybe, or at least it will drop off the fish to then be conveyed across to Trowbridge. And then from Ilchester, it will continue further north via Petersfield, where again, I don't believe it's going to stop. But it will stop up at Walsall. And the reason it will is because Walsall is the destination of this line, which is where the fish from Petersfield now gets taken to. Now, right now, Rugby and Trowbridge. Where's Rugby meat processing plant? It's there. Actually, that's a good one. I think we'll continue all the way up to Rugby then, and we'll drop off here. And in fact, that gives me a bit of a conundrum. Although I might have just fixed the conundrum in my head. So, this line, wherever it's gone... Let's see if I can actually find... Oh, I know how I can find it. Over here. So this line here, does it have the ability to carry fish as well? I think the answer is yes. From Ilchester. Yes. Yes, it does. Okay. That helps me out a lot, actually. So this train here then can carry the fish down to Trowbridge. But the other line here... It will also pick up livestock, and it will convey it up via Walsall all the way up to Rugby. And I think that is a neat little production line as well. And then the meat from here will meet up. That was unintentional. We'll meet up with the line from Trowbridge, and then we'll have a nice little meat line. It sounds awful when you say it like that, doesn't it? We'll have a meat line. Yeah. Yeah, it sounds awful when you say it like that, actually. It makes me feel quite sick, to be honest, but yeah, it is a meat line. Right, so down through Ilchester, skip Tring, that's the wrong way, Mark, down through Ampthill, although on the way down, do we actually need to stop here? I am going to stop here, because otherwise there's no other way of doing this. Down to Woking, and then back up to Ampthill. And then obviously back up through Ilchester, and so on and so on and so on. Come on, game. There we go. Ilchester and Walsall. There we go. So yeah, at Rugby, take your pick. Walsall... I think it needs to be like 1 or 2 on the way down. We have got a bit of a queue. getting into Walsall. Walsall is surprisingly small considering the number of freight trains that actually need to come through here. And that could become a bit of a problem. I'm just going to say 1, 2, 3, 4. Ilchester is going to be similar. Ilchester also has a bit of a queue, but it's not as bad as Walsall because Ilchester has 8 platforms instead of 6. I'll just pause the game for a sec as well while I'm doing this. So we're coming in on these top left lines and we're coming out on these bottom right lines. So really we need to use sort of this part of the station because I don't think we can get to the rest. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 platforms there. So let's say we came in on 7. That means we've got 8 and 6 to work with. Ampthill is Ampthill. Woking, we can just use all the ones available. Again, Ampthill is Ampthill. Ilchester here, I guess 4, but I might just go with 5. And then we'll have 4 and 6 as your alternates. And then up at Walsall, it's going to be, yeah, probably 4 with 6, 5 and 3. Right, now all of these, you're only going to be carrying fish and livestock, but we're going to do a straight 50-50. Oh, there we go. I think this will work. If it doesn't, I'll be a little bit miffed. Is there a way to copy and paste these orders? I don't think there is. If there is, let me know. Even if it involves a mod, because that would be really helpful. I'll be very, very grateful to know that. Especially when you've got ones like this. It can be a little bit annoying. Alright, 50%. 50%. There we go. And then continue. I'll have to look actually and see if there's a way of getting fish to Woking as well. See if there's a fishery nearby. I had a quick look and I didn't see any. But even if we have to bring it in by boat, that would be really good. Because it means then that we can actually have a reason to stop there. Rather than just to turn the train round, which isn't the best reason. I am at some point going to go and build freight-only lines in the south of the map as well. So this line might be a bit short-lived before it gets moved. But right now it's okay. Oh, no, not 45. No, not 55. 50. There we go. Right. Fish. Livestock. It's going to be the stinkiest train ever. It's going to be horrendous. Okay. Fish. Livestock. Whoops. There we go. And nope. Come on. There we go. Okay. So you are lost in the list, first of all. Hurry. There. So you are Rugby to Woking. Livestock fish. Which I think is that. Rail. And I guess because you're mixed, I'll give you the mixed colour, which is that one, I want to say. Okay, so you are now in theory ready to go. If I grab you... so do you actually carry meat? Ah, you do, see? Now, yeah, I don't want you to do that anymore. We will sort that out in a second, because we're going to have the dedicated meat train for that. Right. So I think here even, we're going to have it as a 50-50. Just so that there's always half the train ready to carry fish. I think that's where our money's going to be. And then I guess you are just going to unload there. Sure. Although I could just say for posterity's sake. I don't even think that's an expression. I think I've just made that up. Austerity's sake. Is that the right one? I don't even know. And then you are LIFI. Even though, whoops, F1. Ha! You can tell what I've been doing today. Cool. So you're ready. If I then purchase some new trains from here. Steam. We could go with some moguls for this one because it's kind of a trek. We want fish and livestock, which I guess this works. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. And then I should be able to fit a brake van on the end. All being well. Again, not that it matters too much. And to be honest, just so that there's definitely room. Let's get 4 of those. And we're going to smack you on Rugby to Woking livestock fish. Cool. Now, before I unpause, where was meat from here getting taken to? Tring or Cockermouth? Now, Cockermouth up here. That's possible. And Tring... I think Tring's less possible, actually, than Cockermouth. So I think we should look at Cockermouth. Where's Leighton? I feel like Leighton's reachable. Leighton would have been reachable. Manchester might be too far away. Saying that, though, Trowbridge down to Sandwich and then on a boat possibly would have worked, but I don't know. This one I think's too far, yeah. And then Castleford. Actually, Castleford... Yeah, Castleford's on this line. Out of Trowbridge. There to there. And then on a truck. And it's 1 meat equals 2 food. So that's actually doable. And then we could truck some food into Castleford and then some back to a train that then goes literally everywhere. Huh. I think Leighton is actually our best bet, though. Purely because Leighton is reachable from Walsall. So we could just have a string of trucks. Either that or... Where was Tring again? Tring's was there. It's not reachable by boat. Unfortunately. And then Cockermouth. I know I keep like jumping all over the place. I'm sorry. Actually, Cockermouth I think is the best one. It's just how do we get there? There's actually a meat processing plant there as well. If we turned this into a triangle, that would be possible. Or we just reverse here. That's actually very doable. So we could go Barton and Humber Exchange up to Rugby Annex, and then here we would reverse and we'd skip Stockport, skip Banbury, stop at Walsall maybe? Or in fact we could probably go straight through Walsall. Actually no, if we stopped at Walsall we could drop off meat to go over here as well. And then continue south, skip Petersfield, stop at Ilchester, and then head across to Trowbridge. I kind of like that. I think if we start at Trowbridge, in theory, from Trowbridge, we could probably reach Cockermouth this way as well. In fact, I think that is actually what we can do, is it not? Where is Cockermouth? Cockermouth is up here. Barton on Humber Exchange, and I feel like if we went this way through Frome, through Hessel, yeah, this is the line that goes via Castleford. So I think we could have 2 meat lines. I think for now I'm going to start with this one. From here. And it would go all the way up to Rugby. And it would stop at some of these places along the way. Again, I wish I'd built some like bypass lines at some of these freight stations. That would have been smart. Because we don't need to stop at all of these. But in this case, we barely need to stop at any of these. Yeah, I like this. Okay, let's start at Rugby again, but Rugby Annex this time. And then we're going to stop at Barton on Humber. But then we're going to skip wherever this one is. We are going to stop, not Spalding, sorry, this way. And then... where are we? This way, there we go. Stop here at Lower Castleford. And then to Trowbridge. Right, yeah. And on the way back, stop at Lower Castleford. And then all the way this way. Stop at Barton on Humber Exchange. And then up to Rugby Annex again. So Rugby, platform 1's fine. 2, 3, 4. Barton on Humber. On the way down, we could go platform 3 with 4. And then on the way back, 2 with 1. That's fine. And then... interesting that in one direction it goes this way and in the other direction it doesn't. I feel like in both directions it should take this line. So between 2 and 3 we're going to go via that signal, which it was already doing anyway. And then between 6 and 7 we're going to go via that signal. There we go. And then that does actually cut that bit out, which is kind of cool. No idea how we're going to get through Hessel. It's just going to do what it does, which is just pick a random line and hope for the best. That case, it's not picked a bad one. And then down here at, oh god, at Lower Castleford, on the way down, that's actually kind of picked some good platforms. So what was it? It's 4 there. I'm going to go 5 with 4 and 6. And on the way back, 2 with 1 and 3. And then at Trowbridge, it's just whichever ones you've got available again. Cool. Right. So you are only carrying meat. There we go. And then this one. We'll sort out food. Whoops. Punch myself in the side of the head. We'll sort out food in a second. For now, that's good. This station here needs to grow bigger now, because we're going to have stuff stored here. So let's remove these. Just to think, this, when I built it, I hadn't really planned a huge amount as to what was going to be taken to and from here. I don't even know if that food processing plant existed actually when I was looking. But I'm glad I spotted it just now, because that's awesome. Alright, Lower Castleford is now Mega Castleford. Oh, we have through lines here. I did actually plan this. Why didn't I do that with Hessel? Huh. Okay. Apparently I'm the smartest idiot in the world. Tram track keep. There we go. Now I have absolutely no idea how I'm going to do the truck stop here. I'm going to connect you up like this though. And I'm going to connect you up like this. This side here is going to be relatively simple. It's going to be a truck stop with one either side. Tram track, no. Length, we'll say 20. Actually, no, we'll say 30. I think we're actually going to use trucks for this rather than traction engines or anything clever, but still. There we go. And then for the one over here, could just do something like this for now. The thing I'm always wary of with this is conflicting movements. But this could work. Let's just do something like that. Could have built it with a one-way system in mind as well, but it's fine. Hopefully it's all okay. Well, hey, that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to do... Excuse me, game. Darn autosave. Something like that when the autosave's done. Any second now. Any second now. You can see how long I've been playing this game for tonight, though. I've recorded last episode and this episode in the same evening. So this is the third autosave I think I've seen. Might be the fourth. Gives you a fair idea. I play for a long time. I like the game. What can I say? Come on. Any second now. Always makes me a little bit nervous when it takes this long. Should be fine. Should be fine. Hopefully. Just dotting the I's and crossing the T's, right? Please, game. Right, there we go. Blimey. I'm also, just to make this look unique, I have no idea if that's actually going to look cool or not, but I've done it now, so fingers crossed. Excuse me. Oh, that's bad. Shouldn't cough on camera. Choked on air then. That was nice. Alright, let's do something like this. I also forgot this line here to name it, first of all. So you are Rugby to Trowbridge Meet Rail. And the colour you are isn't too bad, but I might go with that colour instead. That should be fine. Okie dokie. And then over here, we need to set up this line. There to there. Now you're mixed, so you're going to be set up to be mixed. I feel like this needs to be a one-way system, but yeah, I don't know. Why has that got an arrow there pointing over it? That's interesting. I don't think I've ever seen that before. That's very interesting. Yeah, I really don't think I've ever seen that before. You're going to carry meat here anyway. And then on the other side, you're going to bring food back. And you are Castleford. Whoops. Technically mixed truck. There we are. We'll get this one running. Otherwise I'll forget. Can you carry meat? No, but you can. Cool. We could actually get the train running on this now as well. I do want to see though. I'll just grab this. Can I get it to bypass Hessel? Were I to take this route instead, where does this go? Needham Market, and then I think this ends up, yeah, swooping round that way. So that doesn't work. Unless I built a triangle here. And then it goes through Hessel Station itself and then up. And then I could get it to bypass. Oh, that's tempting, you know. It's utterly pointless, but that's what I love about it. Like, it's one of the most pointless bits of rail infrastructure ever. And I love it for it. So let's do that and see if I can route it. Interesting again, it's saying too much slope. Now that works. So I think in theory if I was to move this signal back a little bit, I could do what I wanted to do, which is get this entire junction done before the level crossing. So I think I could do this. And then I could do this. There we are. And then from here, yeah, you're going to cross on the same crossing and then you're going to turn sharply, but we'll come back to that in a second because first of all, let's build this. There we are. Alrighty. Parallel tracks, yes please. Actually, let's do the junction over here first. Where's that going to go? I think over here, because is this a hill? It's a bit of a hill. So I think just before this wow, can't speak. Just before this curve here would be a good spot for it. If I was to do something like this. And then cross you over. Like so. And then do this. Like that. Grab this and do that. And then bring this round. 68 is a pretty decent speed, to be fair. 60 even would work. So I think 60 is probably going to be the max speed of most trains along this section anyway. And then, yeah, just along like this. And then from there, round to here. Oh, I love it. Look at that. It actually works too. That's the great thing about it. It actually works. Excellent. Right. Let's hook it all up. So, again, we'll use this. Like this. With auto sig turned on, preferably, Mark. There we go. Perfect, 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 perfect. And that one there, right before that level crossing, is absolutely gorgeous. And then we can do the others in the other direction. it did not place them. Yeah, AutoSig has a weird mind of its own sometimes. That worked. Fine, fine, fine. Right. This. Hello. So, did I do this the right way? I'm sure I did, yeah. So, after stop number 4... So, actually, if I do the way back first, between 5 and 6, I'm going to assume? No. Wait. So, between 3 and 4... And then between 6 and 7. So if I do after 6 first, you're actually going to come this way. And run via that point there. And then on the way back, between 2 and 3, I believe I said, you're going to run via that point there. No? No, between 3 and 4, sorry. You're going to run via that point there. There we go. And that cuts out Hessel. I think that's okay. We do still have to run through St. Neots and Hessel stations proper. But I think that is a better alternative than what we had before. And then we do still have the problem... Actually, no, we don't. No, we don't. We don't have any other problem. I'm lying. I am totally lying. Yeah, no, everything else is great. Alrighty then. Rugby to Trowbridge is done. Excellent. So, yeah, we can still bring... Do we... Hang on, sorry. I just need to... Yeah, Rugby to Woking, livestock, fish. Which we need way more vehicles on. I've just seen. Because we need that every 5 minutes. Let's do 6 minutes, that's fine. Also, you need to run around train at the end of the line. Cool. So that terminates here, and then the meat gets taken from here down to Trowbridge via a very, very roundabout way, but a good one all the same. I'd say pretty good, all things considered. Where is the most convenient depot to start these trains from? My guess is... If there was one over here, I would have said here, but there isn't one over here, so I'm guessing... Also, there's meat here. Is that just because it's getting taken down here? Quite possibly. And there's livestock here. Where's that come from? Oh, right, no. I've just got that. That's getting picked up here to then get brought up to here to get turned into yummy meat, which then gets taken... Got you. Right, okay. Lack of freight depots is starting to show, for sure. I'm just going to build one over here for now. I don't know, like that. And then hopefully this here can be double slipped. Which it can. Excellent. It's not the best. It's not the worst. There you go. Now this is quite a long line. I feel like 2800s would actually be good on this line. My god, that's really loud in my ears again. Apologies if I'm shouting at you. But then... I think just moguls. I know it's boring, I'm sorry. Meat. I'm just going to zoom out a little bit. There we go. What have I got? Is that one that can just carry everything? So that feels a bit cheaty. could just go with these again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. That'll do. I can't see us needing more than that. Not at this stage anyway. Maybe in the future. And we'll get 6 of these fellas. And you're all going to go on Rugby Trowbridge meat. Excellent. So now if I select you, your consumers, Cockermouth and Tring, Castleford's just popped up on this one. Castleford should hopefully pop up on this one. Maybe it's because we haven't got any right now. Yeah, we haven't got any right now. We'll get them. It's fine. So your suppliers now: Petersfield, Ilchester, Ampthill, Spalding. Actually, I think Ilchester is... yeah, is that one. So that's good. That's working. I could hook the fish up. It was at Ampthill, wasn't it? This one. And that'll get more fish coming into this place here. And there is a lot of fish here right now. Needing to go. Some is actually going via Woking, which I find interesting. I guess it's because there's space on the platform. So it's just going to do that. My god, again, that's really loud. So yeah, Trowbridge has now got Castleford as a consumer, which is good. This will eventually have more trucks serving. This has now got a functioning line. There's only 10 minutes there. I also got to make sure that the lines I've set up today, so one of which is... what on earth just happened there? Try that again. Train. Rugby to Woking. So at Rugby, unbunch. Ilchester, unbunch. And then Woking, unbunch. And then Ilchester. Oh, and Walsall, actually. I might not have Walsall, actually. I might just have it come and go. And then the other line is the meat line, which was Rugby to Trowbridge. There it is. Which is not that. Once again, it's not behaving itself. There we go. Rugby. Unbunch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lower Castleford definitely is a good unbunching spot. Trowbridge. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oops, not 6. 5. And then Lower Castleford again. Okay. Excellent. Alrighty then, folks. I don't know what else we can do today, to be honest. I'm going to see about getting some more trains maybe on this line, just to bump it up a bit more. Even if it's only a couple. I think that's a good start. We'll see how that goes. But we should have more meat coming in at some stage. How far is the meat processing? Right, it's there, isn't it? Yeah. You should have... I might do one of each line for this. 1 livestock, 1 fish, 1 meat. Because we do have a fair amount waiting here. Let's just quickly do that as well. And then 1 for meat to bring it all back. So let's just do you, and again, you can just go wherever. Really don't care. There, you come back empty. This one, let's have you carry fish. You're just going to be Trowbridge fish. truck or tram. Because you're carrying fish, you're going to be that colour, which I think is the right one. This that's already over here, you're going to be now livestock, which is white. There you go. Manage line. So you are only carrying livestock on the way up, empty on the way back. And then for the vehicles here, we'll just grab one random one and we'll stick you on the fish one instead. I think I forgot to, on this one. Oh no, I did do it. Interesting. Completely blanked then. Just, I forgot that I did that. My memory, honestly. 1, 2, 3. There you go, that'll do. And then also, because we've now changed something over here, we're just going to make sure that you have access to that platform as well. Just in case. Good stuff. And then this new line, you, over to you. And you are going to carry meat. And then again here, you could just go wherever. And then here, you can just go wherever. And Trowbridge. Meat. Cool. I think meat is going to be this colour from now on. Because that looks quite... I was going to say meaty. But you know what I mean. In a way where it doesn't sound weird. There we are. Because I think we're going to get quite a lot of livestock and fish waiting here now. So it would make more sense. So all this fish, I don't know if it's going to move over here now. Or if it's ever going to get carried. Or if it's just going to disappear. Didn't really think about that. Pretty certain it's just going to disappear now. But it's fine. Because we'll have loads more coming in hopefully soon. There's more livestock. And somewhere... Nope, you're the silver one. Which I'd also forgotten about, actually, that we had that up and running. That's cool. Hopefully one of these trains is going to be carrying livestock. I do have a bit of a queue. Starting to build. There we go. Livestock fish. So yeah, you're reasonably full right now. You're doing alright. That was, what, this one? Okay. Excellent. Oh, I can't remember if I did this on camera or not, but I shortened these trains here because they were running only half full. So I figured we might as well make them half capacity. And it seems to be working, so all good. Yeah, you're not the one I was looking for. Yeah, again, look, we've got a massive queue coming into Ilchester. It is... moving. It's not like it's a gridlock or anything, but it's just incredibly frustrating. What are you? You're one of the new ones, right? Yeah, Rugby to Woking. So I think you might actually have stuff waiting here for you already. I'm hoping. Rugby to Woking livestock fish. You do? Yeah, and heading in the direction that you're heading in now, which is also good. Well, there you go then. Alrighty then, folks. I think that will do it for this episode. Normally, this is the part where I say, you know, off camera, I'm going to be doing this, this, and this, but there isn't a huge amount to do off camera right now, other than just sit back and admire and hope that it all works still. The trams here seem to all be running okay, which is good to see. So yeah, it's just a case of keeping an eye on things, making sure it's all running as intended. Get some more livestock and fish in here. And then get the meat out and across to you know, Castleford, Cockermouth or Tring. The fact that this is all hooked up and working now, I'm a big fan of. This should have supplies coming in. Rugby and Trowbridge, it is supplying it, albeit slowly. This should increase in time though, which would be awesome. Yeah, I think it's just a case of waiting. Alrighty then, folks. Thanks very much for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button if you enjoyed the video, and of course if you're enjoying the series so far. Drop those comments down below with ideas for future episodes. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, be sure to hit the subscribe button. It really does help me out. If you have already subscribed to the channel, thank you guys for your continued support. Like I said, it really does help me out. I'm just looking to find the other... There it is. Yeah, if you haven't already subscribed to the channel and all that good stuff, blah, 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 blah. Otherwise, enjoy the rest of your evening. And until next time, I will see you soon.